Hello everyone, welcome to another packing video. I'm grabbing my knife real quick. We're going to jump right into our first pack. And this is one of the castles. Pretty much ready to go in here. This might be one of our last castles actually. I don't know. Looks like we packed a bunch of them. Tighten it up a little bit and give it a shake. Yep, feels good. Paid like $2 something a piece for these, and I mean it wasn't like they would have been a much better buy, but they all had minor defects with them, like little small broken pieces and little chips. Very delicate figure. That's one of the reasons I'm double boxing. Although I would be double boxing. I usually double box stuff like this. This is one of those things where the profit margin was good. It does require a fair amount of work though, so it wasn't a no-brainer. A little bit off of this box. Packing a school days. This guy's ready to roll in that the styrofoam thing. We bought quite a few of these little drag buses. Liberty Promotions, I think it was. Kind of a niche thing for sure. Because I think the way it worked, this company just did customs. So this is not like, I don't know if Hot Wheels was in on this or not. Like, as far as, I don't know if it had Hot Wheels blessing. You Hot Wheels collectors probably know. I don't know if this Liberty Promotions thing had Hot Wheels blessing, or if they just bought a bunch of Hot Wheels and did their thing with it. I would guess the latter, but I'm not sure. Sold a charger, one of these Porter cable chargers. We bought 3 of them 2-3 weeks ago. Paid $7 a piece. And one problem with one good thing is it's actually Porter cable, OEM, authentic, whatever. The issue though, or what's going to make these sell slowly, is that if you go to look up Porter cable charger on eBay, it's pretty much all, I'm going to use a little scrap in here. Let's see. Oh, that's a nice little scrap piece there. All right, that'll do it. Pretty much everything you see, if you search Porter cable charger, is going to be a knockoff, and it's going to say, usually they're going to use the terminology like for or fits or whatever, for Porter cable, which that's within the rules of eBay for sure. I'm not saying they're doing anything wrong. But the market is just flooded with that, which makes sense in a way, because I mean these companies charge so much for their batteries and stuff that it creates a situation where people are looking for cheaper stuff. So whatever, that's just the way it is. People got to charge their batteries. I'm that way. Honestly, if I needed this charger and I could buy this one for however much we sold it for, or I could buy a knockoff that probably works just as well for half the price or less, I'd probably go with the knockoff. There's a good chance. I think it would actually be a certainty. What I might not buy though is a knockoff battery, because it might not work as well. But found at least one person so far that wants the real thing. And one good thing is Porter cable is not definitely not a cheap brand. So you'd be more likely that people would want the OEM stuff. All right, that's done. Okay, this order has 2 things on it. These cool World's Fair cards. They're actually sealed. Still like factory sealed. This is from, it's dated 1983. It's from the 1984 World's Fair. So we have that. And we have a Star Trek card. Personal phasers. All right. You know what I can do? Place this in here maybe? Will that work? And that bubble wrap's a little too thick. Maybe if I single piece it. Okay, that works. I'm going to use a 10/8/6 box with a little resize on it. probably going to ship 2 pounds no matter what I do. I do want to leave a little room for paper because I don't want that plastic case it's in to get cracked. Let's see. Don't cut it down too far. Cut that one there well. Okay, this side didn't. Because that thing slips, sometimes I don't apply the amount of pressure I need to. Those these World's Fair cards, I thought they were the coolest. We've probably had them for I want to say it's been at least, probably been at least 3 years, if I had to guess. Get a weight on this. I think it's going to come in at 2 pounds. Oh yeah, 1.4. Okay, nothing to do there. Just in case it was a little over 2, I didn't think it was, but in case I need to cut a little bit of flap. Alright, we sold a comic book. Use one of these Gemini comic mailers. I was thinking about it because these are kind of pricey. I got a great deal at the time. I bought all of mine. It's been years now. I bought them, shoot, I think it was pre-pandemic. And I got like a really good price on buying like 500 of them. And when I look at the prices now, I mean, they are expensive. I'm almost wondering, okay, I have a Bible, and this is not a Bible, it's a weekday missal. I don't know if I'm even saying that right. I'm not Catholic. But yeah, 2 really nice religious books, we'll call them. I don't think that's missile thing qualifies as a Bible. So I've got 2 packing options here. As far as box goes, I don't know that they're gonna fit. They might, actually, we'll see. Actually, I think they might fit a 12-10-4. They might be too tall. I'm not worried about the protection. If they fit, I'll put them in there. If they don't, we'll use a 12-10-4. Let's see. They fit. I thought they would. I thought they might. They fit just fine, actually. We'll even have a little room to put a little paper in there. We got a bunch of sale last week, and they just had a bunch of like really great condition Bibles there. See, look, closes up fine. Put a little paper in there. Not too much there because don't have a ton of room. We do have plenty of room around the sides. All right, we sold some cuckoo clock weights. These are heavy. These are heavy. They're a little over 2.5 pounds each. I don't mean like, I mean heavy relative to their size. They're dense. Should have said that. So, have to make sure this package is tight. Make sure I pack these really tight, and there will be a resize. I was going to try and use 864, just a little too small. Worried too much about these getting damaged, of course, but I do worry about them. I still don't want them moving around in the box. So we'll be using a pretty good bit of paper here. We generally use a pretty good bit of paper, but we're going to use even more. I want this box to be super tight. And obviously this should be a 6-pound. This should be a 6-pound shipper here. But ground advantage is going to make it relatively inexpensive, I would guess. I'll let y'all know. Make sure I print the label. Let's see, this is going, let me try and guess. This is going to St. Paul, Minnesota. It's going to be 6 pounds, probably like 1084, something like that. All right. Oh yeah, it feels good. And yeah, 6 pounds ship. Let's see the damage. Just printed up the label. $6.72. I've had like 15-ounce first class packages get close to that before, so that's a pretty good deal. All right, last pack for today is this Batman Earth 2 figure. Sold a Macari. It's been in the shed for a pretty long time. So we sold it pretty cheap. $14 free ship. So we'll probably end up netting before cost of goods. We'll probably end up keeping about $8 here, $7, something like that. I don't know. I'm pretty sure this is going to end up being a 15 ounce pack. Let me see. I don't think there's any way around it. No, there's not. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be cutting a little flap just to try and stay under a pound here. Tell you what, I'll cut, because I'm at a pound and I still want to add paper. So I'm going to cut a little here. Cut little here. Gonna cut this much here. I'm gonna cut this much here. So I can use paper that weighs this much. Actually, that's kind of heavy. So let's see how we're gonna do. Okay, we're at .92 now. I think one piece of paper will be the way to go here. Let's see where we're at. Okay. We're at .96 now. So I think once we put it's always for the lower value sales. I think once we put our tape in there and thank you card and sticker, we're going to be 0.9. I think we're going to be 0.99. Let me take a look. No, 0.98. 0.98 it is. Okay, we made it though. And I will see y'all tomorrow. All right, let's pack some more stuff. We sold these Muscle Men, little vintage 80s guys. A little bag of them. Found those in the bottom of a box that had Transformers in it. That's one thing I really like is when you make like a bulk buy of some stuff and then there's a bunch of extras in there. Sometimes those extras can actually be good enough to pay for everything. Okay, that's done. Okay, this is a Bible we picked up this past weekend for $2 at a garage sale. Bibles are pretty good sellers for us. We just try to be fairly picky now. Used to buy pretty much all Bibles. Condition matters a ton. And you can just kind of tell, usually, just kind of tell like the Bible feels nice. You know, it has like a high quality leather cover, things like that. Or in this case, you know, certain Bible, like this is a large print Bible, those do pretty well. But there's a lot of common Bibles out there. Like think about like a Bible, the type of Bible you might see in like a hotel room or something. Those aren't gonna be great for resale. I sold this S VHS adapter. I assumed they were just all VHS-C, and I think this might be. I'm not sure. I haven't looked it up to see. I don't know if Panasonic had their own version of VHS-C that they called VHS, Super VHS, or SVHS, or whatever you call it. Where's my resizer? Oh, here it is. I tried to use a 864, and this thing is just a little too big for that. A little too long. I picked this up at a garage sale for $2. I don't think, I hardly even looked at it. Candace had picked it up, and I was like, yeah, get that. And it didn't even occur to me that it wasn't like a first party thing, and it's not. The ones that are, see how heavy that is. Okay. The ones that are first party sell, can sell for a lot more, like Sony ones and stuff. I think Sony makes one. I'm not sure. Okay, this order has this silverware and then also these cake molds on it. And we're going to go with, this is becoming one of my favorites, 1086. Fits so much stuff without being unnecessarily bulky. No matter how I do it, no, there's plenty of room in there. All right, let me put these together. The last time I packed these, I bagged them. This time I'm just going to wrap them. There's no food product or anything in those, by the way. It's just cake molds and some other stuff. Put this like this. There's plenty of room down the side there. Put a little paper. That bag. Something here. Do I need this bag? Yeah, I'll leave these in here. Alright, we sold all these Minecraft books, a bunch of them. $25, $24.99, something like that. This is one of our favorite moves, especially with kids books, because kids books often will come in series like this. You know what? I'll go ahead and kind of tight wrap around the side. Just kind of keep the books in place. Okay. We do not mind at all buying lots of books like that for fairly inexpensive and selling them for a good deal. Works out. Oh, and if I didn't say it already, my shoulder is 100%. A couple of days after I went to the doctor, I got a shot with something, and I got some muscle relaxers. 2 days later, I was like 100% again. It was miraculous. It was awesome. All right, Walmart pen. I think at one point, and maybe even now, I don't know, we might have the largest inventory of Walmart pens on eBay. I don't know. I'm not sure about that. Certainly possible. I know one thing. They sell. Slow and steady, they sell. And it makes sense, because I mean, there's so many Walmart employees out there. There we go. All right, so this is a nice little lot of Manga we sold. I want to say this is stuff we got at a garage sale. As a matter of fact, I'm sure of it. It looks like some stuff we got from Guy, but it's not. Speaking of Guy messaged last night, and he was working on a potential large comic and manga buy. So we'll see what happens with that. He's got to get the right price. But we've done really well. I think that's a good fit. We've done really well making up comic lots and stuff, and we've done well with the manga too. So hoping he gets it done. He said it was like potentially, if he buys it, 20 short boxes of comics. That's done. Macari order. We sold these two shacks. Starting lineups for $17, including the shipping. And probably shipping's probably going to be 6 something. I don't know. Probably after all is said and done, we'll probably end up with about $9 back for these, and that's fine. We got a bunch of starting lineups from Guy as part of a lot of other stuff, and we weren't just buying starting lineups. Sold through a lot of them on eBay, donated a lot of them, sold a bunch of them. We actually sold a lot of them at a garage sale. You know, we've just been kind of working through them in different ways over the past few years. So I really think that anything we can get for some of these now, and to have the opportunity to move on from them as well, is a good thing. So when this offer came in, I was happy to take it. Of course, a big part of that too is the fact that nowadays when we get offers on Macari, I'm like, well, whatever that money says, that's what we actually get. There's no fees, and so that does play a big factor into a lot of those decisions. All right, sold this G.I. Joe style armor suit. I think it's some kind of bootleg thing or something. I'm not really not sure. We were definitely hesitant to put that on eBay. We are also glad, I mean, it's not like we're making a bunch of money on it or anything, but we're also glad we found someone that wanted it. It's actually fine just like that. All right, one more thing to pack today. It's a good one though. I might like this one. Okay, last pack of the day. Typewriter. And this thing sold the same day I listed it. I thought I might have priced it just a tad too high, but I guess not, because it sold super fast. Let's see. It's tight in that box. I'm thinking about, so first of all, let me tell y'all, whenever I listed it, I was planning on using 20, what are these? 16 1210s, 2 of them stacked as the outer box for this. So, but right now we're going to focus on the inner packaging. And just got to see exactly what I want to do here. See, this top hooks into the back and it comes around like that. And what I'm trying to kind of figure out, what I would like to do is to stretch wrap in here. Guess I could go around that way, but I think I could also probably get away with stretch wrapping all the way around. I guess the box would still close. I'm not sure. Yeah, let me give it a shot. I'm gonna see. Okay, I've got Candace holding it here so it doesn't fall. Tighter. All right, let me let go. Let me see if this thing will still fit on here okay. Yeah, it fits fine still. Yeah, locks into place. You can see the stretch wrap going over here. All right. Let me see if I want to put any more wrap. I may go ahead and wrap some more. Candace, can I get you one more time? Sorry. It's not going to be quite as much pressure. Just press down back here and hold it. I don't even know what this is supposed to be doing at this point, but Typewriter is wrapped. You can let go. I got it. Okay. All right. And yeah, still fits fine. Okay. I don't know how much room is in there exactly. I want to put a little paper, but I don't think there's going to be. I think there's going to be a ton of space in there. This box, I believe, was built pretty snug. I should have some room over the keyboard here. Okay, there we go. It wasn't hooked in right. Now it is. Okay, you can see we're still latching in place good and everything. So yeah, time for bubble wrap. This, and I think we're going to do one more thing. Let me see. Yeah, I don't feel any kind of shaking or movement in there, nothing. I do not have any kind of medium or large bubble wrap. But this isn't all we're going to do. This will be the last bubble wrap I use on this pack right here, though. Let's go this way. Back the other way again. I don't usually stock the larger bubble wraps anymore because they're so expensive. And that's not to say anything bad about any of the suppliers. I mean, I understand why they're expensive, because they take up a ton of space. Alright, now let me go get some cardboard. Alright, got a 12-12-12 box. I'm going to do some kind of wrap with. This will be interior packaging. I think I might just figure something like this out. Let's see. Okay, yeah, that'll work. Work even better if I do this. It'll come about right here, all the way down with a score, and I'll do the same thing on the other side, but I'd need to do it now because if I wait till I wrap it, it's gonna be harder to get to it. Okay. Go. Actually, you know what? On this side, this will work fine. So I don't need to do anything else. Okay. Let's wrap it and see what happens. See how this looks. All right, so far so good. Okay, now we're gonna have to just do a little cutting in here. And this is all just interior packing. I think this should do it. Let's see. Just gonna fold all this stuff in. Oh, look at that. Okay, that worked out better than I expected it to. And I did, when I was listing this thing, I did have a really good idea of how I wanted to pack it. So far, knock on wood, it's gone pretty much exactly like I planned. Okay, so now we just need to cut up these corners. Actually, I need to fold it a little tighter than that, but I think it'll fold. That one. Start folding it down. Look at that. Here we go. Look at that. Okay, this is so cool. I'm really surprised how good that came out. That's exactly what I wanted. So okay, so I'm gonna use two 16-12-10s. And they're mostly gonna, it's mostly gonna be double wall throughout the sides of the box. At least I think. That was my plan. We'll see how this comes out. This, on heavier boxes, I do this. And I can't lie, I kind of wish I had some of that thicker craft paper right now. But look, here's the idea. Actually, that's really nice. Is to kind of float this in here and then on paper, and then take the other box that's just like this and put it on top. And that'll give us double wall all the way around. I do want to go ahead and reinforce the bottom of this box though. Okay, so I have these cut off. I don't remember what pack they're from. They're from a pack though. Let's see. You know what, I'll just score it right here. And I'll leave that side on there. It could come up. Like that. There we go. And then I'm going to do the same thing on top, and I'll have that flap going down like that. So I'll go ahead and measure that out now. Quote unquote measure. The old thumb measure here. Let's see. I can't get over how good my little wrap thing came out. There we go. And then this will just go in the top when we get done. And now it's time for me to pack some paper in here. Like I said, I wish I had the heavier paper. It just means I'm going to use more. Let me see what I have. And nope, this is what I got. So we're just going to use probably about, we'll use a couple of dollars of paper for sure. Our margins on this thing are very high. So spending a little money on packing materials makes sense to me. Okay, here we go, just like that. All right. Okay, and then we're going to have to paper all around this thing too. Okay. I'll go ahead and do some of it. Before I stick the top on. You had packing peanuts, which I typically don't like. This would be a good time to use them. So we're going with what we had on hand. Okay, that's going to be good. And now I'm going to take this other box before we go any further. Go ahead and slide this sucker over the top. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. In boxes, I've got about $3.50 worth of box here. And that's if I, look at that, I like that. And that's if I include the, that 1/2 box. And then I may end up having, I don't know, I'm trying to kind of guesstimate about how much of materials we have here. We'll guess high, $5 in paper. May not be quite that much. I don't know, $1 in tape, something like that. I don't know. That's probably high. All right. Paper over all this real good. So I get some good cushioning on that edge. Okay. We're getting pretty close here. Now, one thing that's a little tricky, I need to get a think plate. Which side? I'm not sure which side I need the thing on now. Okay. I think it needs to go this way. I'm not 100%. I'm not even sure if I can get it in there. After, maybe if I get in between these two. Here we go. Here we go. Trying to squeeze it together as much as possible. All right. Okay, it's all over now, except for the whoops tape popping up down there. All right. I was kind of glad to see it was going to, it's actually shipping out to Texas, which is one state over. Typically Texas, unless it's like way northwest or way west, usually pretty affordable. And if I did mess my measurements up, it wouldn't matter much. But I don't think I did, actually. I think I knew exactly how I was going to pack this. So I should have a fairly good estimate. We'll see. I'll let y'all know. I'll let y'all know what the buyer paid in shipping and what the shipping actually cost. And I am spending a lot of time and tape down here. Because that is where the boxes are connected together. Big seam here, it's tape. Hey, how we feeling here? Oh my gosh, I feel good about this. I like it. All right, Godspeed, Typewriter. Okay, UPS, they paid $20.61 for shipping. The measurements are 18, 17, 13, and with UPS I always go, I'm very careful. I never, like, you always want to round up with UPS, even if it's a slightly close, you think you could get away with it, round it up, because you probably can't get away with it, or the one time you don't will overshadow all the times you did anyway. It was 2 pounds lighter than I expected, so ended up customer paid $20.61, shipping cost $19.86. We do have to pay fees out of that, of course, and we have to pay the packaging out of that. So yeah, this guy's good to go though. I think it's going to do well. I'm hopeful. I'm still going to be nervous though. Okay, another sales day. This is a good sales day. First order, a lot of transformers here, mini transformers. These are cool. And then seemingly unrelated, because it's not a transformer, however, there is some type of connection that's made by Tomy. There's some kind of connection between Tomy and transformers. Not exactly sure what it is, but when we were researching, when Candace was researching, the Transformers, she discovered that they're made by Takara in Japan originally. They were made by Takara Tomy, it was the name of it, which I'm assuming means it was made by Tomy, but I'm not 100%. So, and these all that stuff is from the 80s too. So, okay, put a little paper in there. It's moving just a little bit. Oh, you found the other shirt?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or maybe I'll just take it.
All right, we got a multi-item order here. Again, backgammon sets, some spoons, a dog t-shirt, and a Hot Wheels ID card. And our tape's about to run out. Did I get enough? Not really. Make it work. This is actually a pretty nice little backgammon set. It got returned once, but sold it again. The reason for the return, the person said it wasn't cushiony enough for them, which I get that, and that's fine. I mean, we do offer free returns. And if they weren't happy with it, I'm glad they returned it. But it's just weird they had that expectation when nothing really set that expectation up for them, other than their own, I guess their own assumption that they probably had an old one that they were replacing, and they just assumed they were all the same. That's probably what happened. And in fairness, everyone I've seen, except for that one, has been cushiony. Had a layer of foam under it. And that one doesn't. The only thing to me, though, I don't understand, like, why that matters a whole lot. Okay, I am going to do something else with that car. I don't want to take up too much room, though. This. Yeah, it fits in here. Okay, good. And I'll go ahead, because this box is gonna pretty much determine how tall the whole big box is. So I need to cut it down a little bit. put this in there too. It'll ratifine like that. It's not breakable. Okay, yeah, this is good. And I will be able to cut down this box. All right, and we're just going to have to fill that in with paper right there. Tape refill. Do I have any? Uh-oh. Oh my gosh. You know what? I may have. Oh no, I do. Jeez, what am I talking about? Okay. Whew. Got a lot left. I was kind of freaking out. I've gotten so used to using this stuff. For a moment there, I thought I was going to have to use 2-inch tape, and I was like, I was kind of in a panic. Two-inch tape will work. I just don't want to use it. Once you use 3-inch tape for a while, I think anybody else that uses mostly 3-inch tape will agree. And the way I started with the 3-inch. So this is done. Let me get the next thing. All right, sold some Mary Kay satin hands. Oh, forgot to write out the thank you note. Let's see. I usually try and do that before I start filming. Okay. Thank you, buddy. Okay. Trying to move with a little bit of purpose this morning. We did go to garage sales, but we were back. We only went to I think we went to 6 or something. Normally we start work around 9. That's good. All right, this was a nice little sale. Picked this Michigan jacket up at a garage sale. Look, I already got this thing 100% ready. That's impressive. Okay. All right. Now I was opening it up to see. I will put the thank you note in here. But I was opening it up to see what I needed to do, and yeah, it's ready to roll. And I like, this is a big old puffy starter jacket. So I really like that the seam they're going to cut is way over here. I mean, there's basically they would have to be trying to damage the jacket. And I saw I even put some flat pieces there, even though the once I resized this box, those aren't even really doing anything. But yeah, we only paid $5 for this, so. And it hadn't been that long either. Maybe a couple of months. Okay, that's ready to roll. Okay, we sold a VHS-C tape adapter. And also this Deadpool little, I can't remember what those are called. It's a figure of some sort. It's a little vinyl. We actually had a bunch of it. We had like, I don't know, 5 of those or something. And a couple of them were like super pricey. I may even be, I'm probably going to be putting this in a little box, because these are kind of small and delicate. We'll see. Today is Friday. We have, I'm assuming, some amount of garage sales tomorrow. Probably not a ton. There weren't a ton today, which usually means there's not going to be a ton on the other day. Yeah, this needs either more bubble or a small box. So, it'd be a real small box. Let me see what I can do. I'm going to get this guy. Cut it down a good bit. Matter of fact, I might cut it down. It doesn't need to be very tall. Like right here. I'll cut it on the outside. It's not even a, it's not going to be the outer shipping box. That'll do it. And given that box is in there like that, in fact, it didn't even need to be. I'll do it like that. That way I'm not putting the adapter right next to the wall of the box. There's a little more room to breathe. All right, we have, this is a nice sale. We have the Stinger and Skyhawk that's sold on the same order. And definitely want to give these plenty of space. This is what, $140 order. So, I'm going to give these guys plenty of room to breathe in this box. Plenty of paper cushioning. And also going to be doing a little resizing, of course. Like, they don't need that much. They do need a pretty good bit. Okay. Maybe I'll take off like that much. That'll give us plenty of room to put a bed of paper. Starting to say something. Oh, so we went to like 6 garage sales. We normally start in here around 9 o'clock or something, and this morning we got started more around 9:40. So should have plenty of time. Although sometimes on Fridays the carrier has a light load, and they can get here a little earlier. Most days we have at least until 1 o'clock though. On the rare occasion they get here at like 10 something, they can catch us off guard. It doesn't happen often though. Buy with all the action figures and just that whole buy in general. Y'all saw the Typewriter. Bought that Typewriter, all the G.I. Joe, all the Transformers, all the patches. Just insane how much money we made on that stuff. Okay, that's done. Okay, sold another one of these Philmont Scout Ranch Mountain Trek. I guess that's a trail patch. I don't know, but got $45 for it, and I didn't even know we had this one. This is the second one of that same patch we've sold. I need to get that box of patches out, really go through them. That's done. Got some VHS going out, wrestling, vintage wrestling VHS. But yeah, I need to get those patches all out and organize them and make a run through them. Try and figure out all the ones that are worth listing by themselves. And we have a lot of them that are like local patches. Maybe make some lots out of those, and then we also have a lot of random patches from all over the country. So, see, a little bit of work, it won't be too bad. Oh, and we also had a bunch of vintage, hard to find skiing patches, which there's money in a lot of those. Not all of them, but a lot of them are worth a lot more than you would expect. Okay, let's see. I was going to use a more medium-sized box for this, but then started looking and I was like, man, none of these boxes really are gonna fit them that well. $10.86 was going to be too small. I did check it out. 12.10.4 wasn't going to fit great either. Make one little mass out of these guys. Could stretch wrap them, huh? Actually could. I'm thinking about it. All right. We'll see if I can even do this. I'm mostly doing this for fun because I think it's going to be a big pain in the butt. Let's see. Maybe I should have started. You know what? I should have started the other way. No, this is going to be too difficult to keep this stuff together.
On the bottom.
Yeah, I should have ran. Yeah.
Lay it down and set them on top.
Yeah, I'll do that. Okay. If I was using bubble wrap, I would have been done by now. Bubble wrap is a lot more expensive than shrink wrap, though. Let's see. Shrink wrap is like, this stuff is so cheap. Shrink wrap is, it's almost free. And we have a lot of it now. Oh my gosh, I look like a moron trying to do this. Yeah. There would have been a material savings. There's a material savings here, but bubble wrap, I'd already be wrapping up this package by now. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is a bad idea. Oh, look, now I'm unwrapping it. Oh, wow. What a mess. You know what? I do need to try and use it more because maybe if I use it more, I would get better at it. Because part of it is operator, for sure. Okay, man. All right, it accomplished what I wanted to accomplish. All right. We bought from Zorro. We bought a pack that came with this, I think this handle, which is just a piece of plastic, blow mold type plastic. And then we have, I think came with like 5 or 6 of these rolls. And those hold a lot. I think we paid like $20-something for it. We've gotten it, if we bought that, but really, we've seen them like at Sam's Club, just the singles, and I think for most people, including us, just buying one would probably last you a very long time. The amount we bought is going to take us years to use. But we need to use it more often, especially like when we do bundles and stuff. When we're after we list them and before we put them on the shelf, that wrap would be a good thing. Good. All right, we sold this Taboo dusting powder. It is a dummy factice, and which means it's empty. It's basically just a store display thing. Vintage. I don't know how old it is. wouldn't be surprised if it was from like the 60s or something. I have no idea what they're using it for, a prop or what. Pretty good little sale though. We had a lot of this dummy stuff, and it's been listed for years, and we haven't sold a ton of it. This is some of the stuff that we probably really need to look hard at making lots out of it. I don't think it's worthless, but I just think it's too hard to sell it. Put paper in there. There's just not enough buyers for this, so we'd be better off offering it all in a lot or two and moving on. Okay, sold this pennant, LSU pennant, and loosely rolled it. Candace did this around some air pillows, and I'm using a bigger than necessary box because this pennant has a pretty good bit of value. And actually, as far as pennants go, it's a high value pennant, and it's going close by. So even if I did save a few ounces or made the box a little smaller or whatever, it's probably not going to be much anyways. I mean, this might be an 8-ounce shipper. But even if I did that, the savings would be trivial. So I'm gonna keep this real loose. Just like that. And one more pack for this video. Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. This book, something like USA first printing or something like that. Not especially valuable, but a little more valuable than the average Potter book. This did go via Macari. Macari does offer, complain about their shipping a lot, but they do offer media mail at least. They didn't always. They offer media, and they even have their own version of like eBay standard envelope. They have that, but what they don't have is ground advantage for stuff over a pound. That's my major beef with Macari. And I know why. They've got deals with UPS or FedEx or whatever in place. And a lot of those shipping options are pretty awful for the seller and the customer. For us, not only the price is high on that stuff, on Macari, but it's also inconvenient. If we ship something via FedEx or UPS, it typically involves us driving somewhere to drop it off versus Ground Advantage. They just come pick it up every day. So major inconvenience compared to package pickup for free. We will continue to... We do sell enough on Macari to make it worthwhile, though. Okay, that's it, and that's it for this video. Thanks a bunch for watching. I'll see y'all very soon in the next one.